Hey friend, welcome on in. Welcome to Simple Beauty with Tasha, where we love all things beauty. So this is a really special video today. I received a comment from Rered4042. I hope I'm saying that right. But I received a comment that really made my day. In the comment, she asked if I could compare two palettes, the new Natasha Denona palette in the soft version, and then also the Juvias Place coffee shop palette. I was like, of course, absolutely. I will be happy to do that. So that's what we've got in this video for you today. We've got swatches, we've got a look. So much fun. I had a really great time recording this video. I hope you enjoy it. You know what else is enjoyable? It is so enjoyable when you subscribe to my channel. So corny. But really, I would love for you to become a part of the family, to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss videos like this one. I've got great content coming up. I am actually doing Vlogmas this year. I can't believe it. I'm a little afraid, but we're going to get it done. So I don't want you to miss that. I've also got a video coming up where I talk about my first 3 months on YouTube. So lots of stuff coming up. I don't want you to miss any of it. So this is a really great video. I had so much fun filming this video for you all, so I will not hold you up any further. Let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm back with a face on, but no eyeshadow. We're going to do eyeshadow together right now. Usually I do eyeshadow before my base. I'm just an eyeshadow before base type of girly. But today I had a comment, y'all, that really made my day. The comment is from, I guess it's Rered4042. That chick right there made my day. I appreciate your comment so much. Her comment was basically about comparing the new Natasha Denona soft palette to the Juvias Place coffee shop palette. She wanted to see swatches. I got you. I got you. I'm happy to do swatches. So she feels like some of the shades in the new soft palette are a bit close to the Juvias Place coffee shop palette, and she was asking if I could do a shade comparison. Girl, of course. Of course. She's debating if she needs both palettes. I'm here for you. I got you. Here they are right here. On the top, we've got Coffee Shop, and on the bottom, we've got the new soft palette by Natasha Denona. Now, these shades over here, to me, look pretty pinky peach, but up here, you don't have any pink or peach shades. So the side of the palette that we're going to concentrate on is this side, comparing these two rows over here, this one and this one, to the coffee shop palette. Now we'll say the shade Y1, which is right here. It does look pretty close to one of the shades in the coffee shop palette. I may swatch these two down here also because they may be a little close. But of course, like I was saying, we're going to concentrate on these two rows. So if you're familiar with the coffee shop palette, you know there are no shade names. So let's start right here with the shade W1. By the way, you guys are getting these swatches with my brand new camera. My brand new camera, girl. I'm so excited to have it. W1 shade is one of Natasha Denona's cream to powder shades. It really does not show up much. It's right, so I have to look for it myself. It's right here. I don't even know if that's a good shade to start with. This shade, I'm not giving you the finger, but it's W2. W3 is right there. These shades down here is W1, W2, W3. W1 that you really can't see, W2 there, and W3. On top, I've got swatches of the Juvia's Place palette, and I'll show you the ones that I swatched. So I swatched this shade right here, this shade right here, and then I crossed over and I swatched this shade right here. So if you're familiar with the palette, those are the shades that I swatched. So comparing the Juvia's Place, and comparing those shades, honestly, the Juvia's Place shades, they're deeper. That lighter brown shade for Juvia's Place, to me, it shows up a little bit better, and a little bit, I would say that Juvia's Place shade right here, it shows up a little bit better on my skin tone, and it also shows up to me a little bit warmer. Looking at these swatches, RE Red, I prefer the Juvia's Place, honestly. Look at this shade right here. It's a little bit cool toned. These are so beautifully warm and look so good on our skin tone, girl. So good. I'm looking at I've got a new camera. Did I mention that? But I'm looking, instead of over here at the monitor, I'm looking at my viewfinder that, you know, is attached to the camera. Girl, it's so good. And did you see how I can put that up there and you can see it, friend? You can see it. Not like that 14-year-old camera. I appreciate the 14-year-old camera. It got me to where I am. But girl, this camera right here, that's bae right there. I'm loving this camera so far. This is the very first video that I'm recording with the camera. It's so good. So I'll swatch for you the shades on the far side of the palette right here. This one, and this one. These shades are not in the Juvia's Place palette, but just in case you're curious, I'll go ahead and swatch those for you. Now, there's no black shade in the Juvia's Place palette, but these are the shades that I just swatched. This from the soft palette. This one is actually a purple shade. You can see the sheen from this shade, but you know, it's a little on the lighter side or softer side. And then that's the black shade. Those are not shades that you will find in the Juvia's Place palette, but I just want to go ahead and swatch them for you. There are two more shades in the soft palette that I want to compare to the Juvia's Place palette. All right, so check these out. I've got this shade from the soft palette and this shade from the soft palette. Girl, that's gray. We don't need that. We don't need it. And it's not in the Juvia's Place palette at all. And then this is one of those cream to powder shades that, you know, is a very light shade. You know, it's just barely there. You have to build it up. But it's not really a shade anyway that you would find in the Juvia's Place palette. So there's only one more shade because, like I was saying, all of these shades are over here, or peachy, pinky shades, and you won't find those in Juvia's Place. The only other one I want to swatch for you is Y1, and that's this creamy shade right here. I'm going to swatch that one. And I'm actually going to compare it to this creamy shade right here in the corner. I'm going to compare it to that one. Okay, here we go. Y1 from the soft palette. And girl, Juvia's Place, okay? Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look at the pigment, girl. Look at that. I feel like these shades will look similar on the lid, right? But which one would you prefer in a palette, right? You prefer Juvia's Place right there. I mean, come on. There's one other shade, R1, but honestly, it's a soft pink shade, but I'll go ahead and swatch it. It's R1 right there, if you can see that. R1. Oh, okay. Hold on. Check it out. She has pigment. You could use that one. That one does compare to me. This is the soft palette. shade R1. And then that's Juvia's Place. I mean, they are different in tone. Like I said, the Juvia's Place is more of a creamy shade. The one in the soft palette has a pink hue to it. But still, you could, you know, work with both of those. That kind of compares in its own way. Here are those swatches again in case you wanted to see them. Up top, you can tell, I don't even have to tell you which one that is, okay? You know that's Juvia's Place just from the swatches, but that's Juvia's Place up top, and then the soft palette down below. You know what I was thinking? We already having a swatch party. We may as well go ahead and dive into the, what is it called? The Dramatic palette? Hold on. Yep, Dramatic. We may as well dive into the Dramatic palette while we're here, right? We've already got our Juvia's Place swatches. So let's go ahead and see what we can find in the Dramatic palette. All right, from the soft palette, we have W3, we have N3, okay? We have C1 and N1 right here, N1. So there are some similarities. I would say more so the Dramatic palette is what you would not need if you already have the Juvia's Place palette. But the difference between the two is that the shimmers are different. But as far as the mattes go, if you have the Juvia's Place palette, I would say you really don't need the Dramatic palette unless you wanted the shimmers. That's pretty much my take on it, because the similarities, you know, of course, there's Juvia's Place up top, and then I've got the Dramatic palette down below. And you can see that this shade kind of matches up with that shade. And then you've got your deep shades. These have gray hues to them. To me, I can see gray in these shades, where the Juvia's Place is just beautifully brown, girl. Just beautifully brown and made for our skin tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still would choose Juvia's Place just because there's no gray in the browns. You know what I'm saying? When you really look at those deeper shades, look at how much better and how the swatches, just, you know, Juvia's Place got it going on. May as well do the shimmers. These are all of the Juvia's Place shimmers up top, starting here with that reddish bronzy one, and then going on down. Those are all the Juvia's Place shimmers in the palette. And then down here, you've got all of the shimmers starting. I swatched this palette from this shade all the way down to this one. So that'll be W2, Y2, R2, P2, N2, and then over there is C2, okay? So those are the shimmers for whatever it's worth. I just thought I'd throw them in there since we're having a swatch party, girl. There we go. So I was just thinking we could do a look. We could do a really fast, quick look, and we would do Juvia's Place on this side and then the soft palette on this side. What do you think? So let's start out with this shade for Juvia's Place, and we're just gonna put that all in our crease. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade in the crease. Check that out, girl. So pretty, and it laid down just so easily, I love it. So we're gonna take the other brush and go in with W2 from the soft palette on the other side. Not taking anything away from Natasha Denona's formula, okay? Not taking anything away from it, because gorgeous. Both sides are gorgeous. And I didn't put any primer down or anything like that. And they look very similar. Yes, when I do that, I'm looking at my viewfinder. I'm getting used to the new camera, sis. It's gonna be okay. Girl, I don't know if you can see that. I swatched it really weirdly, but those are the two shades that I'm going to use in my outer V. This one in Juvia's Place right here for our deep shade right there. We're gonna just throw that right there. I did just watch some of the footage back, and I can see that the back is looking dark. You know what? Hold on. It was because I had the light out, girl. Okay, so the background in the previous footage was looking dark. And it was because I didn't have the light on, girl, up top in the ceiling. Y'all, thank you for being patient with me as I stumble and bumble sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So this is N2 that I'm using on the Natasha Denona soft palette side. Very similar. Very similar. I mean, really no difference. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it's just whether or not you want these pinky peachy shades over here. But you can come up with very similar looks with both palettes if you're looking for just a brown look, right? So since the soft palette really doesn't have any of the same shimmers as the Juvia's Place palette, we're gonna use R1. We're gonna use R1 right here. That's the one that has a pink hue to it. We're gonna just go ahead and use that for our all matte look. That's cute. So I'm just gonna take this same brush. This is a Sephora number 14. I use this side for R1. I'm just gonna flip it over and use the other side. I'm like, this is more of a white shade, and you can really see that. Still similar, and that's what it's looking like so far. Just gonna do a little bit of blending. So remember, this is the Juvia's Place eye, and this is the Natasha Denona eye, and they look extremely similar, like basically identical. So this is as close as the lens will get, but they look, you know, basically identical to me. So there you go. So that's it today. We got into swatches and this beautiful look. So of course, I appreciate you all watching my video today. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up. Also, please comment down below which palette you would prefer, the Juvia's Place palette or the Natasha Denona palette. I would love to know. And before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've got great content coming up. I wouldn't want you to miss Vlogmas, my 3-month update, all the looks I've got coming up. And also, I just started a new storytime series on my channel. I created a playlist for it, so, you know, stay with me for that. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, a great week. And until next time, friend, please be safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.